What is going on, boys? Swaggys here. Let's continue our video for today. I apologize for slacking off and kind of just being here extremely late. I apologize for that. Without any further ado, let's continue our video for today. So a new Batman video just came out today by DC called Crusader Season 1, an official trailer of a new series, a new potential series for Prime Video. I'm really interested to see how this goes. And overall, it looks really interesting. It says that, welcome to Gotham City, where the corrupt outnumber the good, criminals run rampant, and the law-abiding citizens live in a constant state of fear, forged in the fire of tragedies. Wealthy socialite Bruce Wayne becomes something both more and less than human. The Batman, his one-man crusade, attracts the unexpected allies within the GCPD and City Hall, but his heroic actions spawn deadly, unforeseen ramifications. And this is starring new people for Bruce Wayne, and of course Batman, and of course other people included. But aside from that, though, like I said, please go check out Everybody Party Extra Stuff here. I'm really interested to see how this goes. And of course, it's coming out on August 1st, the Prime Video. Without any further ado, though, let's get down to the activity stuff here. Let's not waste too much time. Link down below.
Asking the question on everyone's mind these days, what do you think about the Batman?
Oh, the Batman. Okay.
I'm frightened. This whole city's gone to hell in a handbasket.
Ooh.
Well, he's breaking the law, ain't he? So they ought to catch that freak and lock him up.
Like that. I like that.
I won't say it's gonna be easy, but catching criminals is what we do. So this one dresses up like Dracula, so what? We're gonna take him down. What do we know about this Batman?
Damn.
He's been beating the tar out of muggers and dope peddlers out there the last few weeks.
Damn.
He's mostly been seen at night driving that hot rod of his 100 miles an hour.
And now he's even attacking our brave police.
Damn.
Nice car.
This man is not a hero, he's a criminal. And his time in Gotham is up.
Oh, okay.
Mischief afoot, sir?
3 explosions in 2 weeks.
3 explosions, 2 weeks.
Peculiar. There's something more going on here.
Ugh. Okay, I like it. I like it. What's
He knows too much. He's an itch that needs to get scratched.
Oh, I
The
see.
kings don't run this court anymore. The jester does.
Bang! We could be looking at
An all-out gang war on the streets of Gotham.
This is a losing battle. 100 other monsters will show up to replace anyone you take down.
Probably. But now they'll all know I'm coming for them.
Nice. Amazing presentation here. Oh, dang. New series August 1st. Okay. What's it? It does give me generic Batman vibes, I will say, but there are a few things that do, twist the story a little bit here. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. Now, let me just go ahead and give my general thoughts. The video stuff here that the video stuff has concluded its presentation. And I'm gonna go down to the main 3 bases here. The presentation of the video stuff here, the actual in general voice acting and plot itself here. Then of course the actual animation stuff here. Let's get down to it. Now, going off with the actual presentation itself here, I'm loving the presentation itself here. They really present the actual entire how to say it. They present the show in such a way that you can kind of get what's going on, but of course they're not revealing any names, not revealing any kind of motives, any kind of plot lines. They're basically giving you the bare bones of the actual show itself here, and overall I like that. I like to feel surprised, but I also like to know who's at least, gonna be a part of the show itself here. This isn't gonna be just, some other Batman, versus Joker type of stuff. This is gonna be something a little more unique, and you can just see what, the Jesters run this town now, when that scene came on. And overall, it really did remind me of Harley Quinn. I will say that indeed. But it didn't give me those Harley Quinn vibes. It gave me more of those, maybe alternate Harley Quinn type of vibes. But aside from that, like I said, the overall presentation itself, it was immaculate. Really well done, and overall, really, really impressive. I loved it. But aside from that, let's go into the actual plot itself here and the voice acting itself here. Let's get into it. Now, of course, starting out the plot itself here, seems to be all over the place. We got, the GCPD trying to find Batman, trying to take him down. The criminals trying to kill Batman and do their illegal stuff. And then, of course, we got Batman himself trying to avoid both the GCPD and, of course, trying to find out some type of situation that's going on with the gangs. And overall, I'm really interested to see how this goes, and overall it looks really, really cool. But aside from that though, like I usually say, just let's get on to the actual next part of the video itself here. Well, actually, let me just go on to the actual voice acting itself here very briefly. Now, the voice acting itself here, I will say, since the unfortunate passing of the last Batman, voice actor, if you don't know, if you don't know, I'm surprised, because that voice actor was such a go. Hold on, give me a second, I'll be right back. So yeah, Kevin Conroy, unfortunately, did die 2 years ago. And if you haven't found out, well, you found out now. But yeah, they played Batman for a whole bunch of series. The Justice League, just Batman, just Batman the animated series, Batman, I think Batman Beyond, and of course several other movies and several other shows, and they were predominantly the voice actor for a lot of the Batman series. You probably recognize his work from any kind of stuff that came out in terms of animated Batman for like the past few years. Honestly, it's been everywhere. But aside from that, like I said, just overall, I love it. I do miss the voice acting and stuff. I do kind of wish Kevin Conroy was back, but of course that is impossible, and of course that is just me coping. But like I said, overall, I'm really pleased with the new voice actors themselves. They did an amazing job, and overall, I'm really interested to see how they take this Batman series into a new light. I like it. Yeah, I'm really interested. I'm hooked. And I'm really interested to see how they kind of pull out the product itself here. But aside from that, though, let's continue the actual animation itself. Let's get into it. Now, of course, in terms of animation itself here, the animation itself was overall really sick. I love it. It was super good, super well made, overall, really, really well done. I love it just so much. And in general, it was a jam. It was a delight. But like I said, there's so many good things I can really pull out from the actual stuff here, but I'll do that later on. But aside from that, like I said, overall, animation stuff here, really good. And of course, without any further ado, that does kind of end off the actual first part of the video itself here. Now, without any further ado, let's get into the actual deeper dive of the video. Now, before I get into the deep dive, please consider checking out the original video itself here, linked down below. And of course, aside from that, though, please go ahead and just support the channel itself by liking and subscribing. It really does help out the channel just a ton, and really does help me out. So please consider doing that. And of course, like I usually say, like, subscribe, notification bell for next time I upload if you're interested in catching the newest videos as soon as you can. And of course, notification bell. If you want me to notify for any future video that comes out from this channel, hit the bell icon. That's Crusader. And of course, comment down below your guys' thoughts and opinions on the video stuff here. Whether you liked it, you hated it, that's really interesting, or you didn't find it interesting at all and you never want to see any more of this stuff again. Let me know in the comments down below. But aside from that, let's just get out to it. Now, actually, before I do go to the next part, please consider also, sharing the video stuff here. It helps me out a ton. It really does help out the channel stuff in terms of spreading the content around the internet. So like I said, please consider doing that. It just helps me out so much. But aside from that, let's get into the actual deep dive here. Let's not waste so much time. Now, going on to the main three bases again, but getting more in depth, the actual presentation itself, the voice acting and plot itself here, and of course the animation itself here. And of course, I'm gonna be instead of being very brief with them and kind of just going like barely into detail, I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty of it now. Let's get into it. Now, going on to the actual plot itself here, or the plot itself, the presentation itself here, like I said, I love how they kind of presented this video. It was super well done, overall, really, really nice. Starting off with just audio clips like who is the Batman, like that kind of stuff. It's really good, and overall really does help establish and kind of get the watcher hooked, and I like it. Just
Asking the question on everyone's mind these days, what do you think about the Batman?
And also, this does, ask another question to not only the audience, but also to us in general. To DC fans, to Batman fans in general. What do you think of this new Batman? Do you think it looks good? Do you think it looks bad? Do you not like the voice acting? Do you love the voice acting? And it's kind of asking two questions for the price of one. But aside from that, like I said, I like how they kind of presented the beginning itself here. And overall, it's just sick. Of course, Prime has to include their little logo there. It's just a thing they gotta do because they gotta advertise it on Prime.
This whole city's gone to hell in a hand.
Then aside from that, though, I love the transitioning and I love just how certain scenes look. It looks so cool and it looks just so nice. But aside from that, though, they also do gotta feature the DC logo here, because this is a DC product, and it was made by that. But aside from that, though, we do get into just the show itself. We get to the show itself here. Segments of episodes, segments of other things that kind of going on. And then, of course, you do get sort of a little bit of an interruption here from, it says, from Bruce Timm, producer of the Batman the Animated Series. That's sick, actually. I like that. But I didn't actually read that the first time around. Like I said, I'm really interested to see how that goes. Producer of the animated Batman series. To me, that was one of the goated series of Batman in general. It was amazing, and of course, just it was really good. But aside from that, though, I'm really happy to see that they're working on this show again, or they're working on at least Batman again, and I'm really interested to see how this show goes from now on. And aside from that, you do get other segments here, like executive producers, maybe just in general other stuff that is necessary, to at least kind of build up some trust from the audience, or kind of just nostalgic people who kind of or who are not yet hooked to the show itself here. Like I said, presentation itself here so far really done, really well done actually. And of course, we do get the end a little bit here, where it's like, oh yes, the new Batman, the Cape Crusader, DC, coming to you in August 1st. But aside from that, like I said, just overall, it just kind of, it's very brief, it's very short, but it gets to the point and just delivers them all. Like I said, really short presentation and stuff here, but I love it. It's really cool, really well executed, and overall, really well done. Like I said, I like that they, not only featured them in sort of a natural flow that didn't disrupt any kind of scenes here, like in other trailers where it's like oh, there's action, there's things going on, black screen, producer of this, and then of course executive producer and this, and then like Stephen King, Ripley. It's more like it's a lot less disruptive of the show, of the actual just trailer itself here, and I like that. It seems to kind of just blend in with the actual just the entire trailer itself, and I like that. But aside from that, Annie Fordoo, like I said, presentation itself here was peak. I like it. But Annie Fordoo is gonna see actress's voice acting itself, and of course plot itself here. Now though, the plot itself, like I said, very simplistic. I mean, Batman, it can go in a lot of directions here in terms of how it kind of develops or how it kind of goes down. But from what it looks like, we do seem to be getting involved with more like an early stage Batman, where he's still kind of putting his name out to the public, instead of like a Batman Beyond, where he's like an established force in Gotham, or like even the Justice League again, where he's an established force of just fear for criminals. This is more of him kind of just being like more of an upstart, kind of just establishing that fear into the criminal, what's the word for it, like a psyche. Like I said, I like it. It's really cool and overall really, really interesting, and overall, like I said, I'm really excited to see how that goes. And of course, you do hear mentions of who is the Batman. We see you're like,
Oh, ain't he? So they ought to catch that freak and lock him up.
I was a little early.
Well, he's breaking the law, ain't he? So they ought to catch that freak and lock him up.
Yeah. He's still kind of a myth.
It's gonna be easy, but catching criminals is what we do.
A thing that's
so this one dresses up like Dracula, so what? We're gonna take him down. What do we know?
And of course, that's another factor here, the GCPD not being on Batman's side. And that's always been kind of a thing, where the GCPD has, for a majority of the time, not really been on Batman's side. But we do know that the commissioner and, of course, other, other people of the GCPD will eventually, warm up to Batman, warm up to his, kind of just his meddling in crime, and, of course, his assistance, kind of just being a necessity to them. But aside from that, though, this is more or less, kind of the start of his journey. And of course, there's like, they're gonna be like, hey, we gotta put this guy in jail. He's doing some really, very bad stuff. We gotta put him into a prison cell. But aside from that, like I said, just overall, I'm really just excited to see how the plotline goes from here. And of course, I'm really excited to see how these characters evolve, especially Batman and his stance on relationships and how they can be more important. Because Batman, like I said before, is our like most established character. He's very much a loner in terms of like how he does his business and how he does his Batmaning, and then of course he's forced to change, because of course he is. That's how any Batman show has to go. It's like he has to change. He has to lighten up on his brooding, and he has to lighten up on his just in general kind of just like lone hero act. It's kind of a thing that's been established even in the Lego Batman movie. But aside from that, though, I'm really interested to see how they present this here, as the GCPD is kind of they're on him. Like, they got a whole bulletin board and everything. It's crazy. But aside from that, like I said, just overall, I'm really excited to see how that goes. But aside from that, though, another very interesting thing is the voice acting itself here. So far, throughout the entire show, it's been overall really good. I like it.
But catching criminals is what we do. So this one dresses up like Dracula, so what? We're gonna take him down.
I like
what
that.
do we know about this Batman?
He's been beating the tar out of muggers and dope peddlers out there the last few weeks.
why does it have? It kind of has that more like old-fashioned type of American accent. It's strange, but I like it. And of course, we do get more just clips or more clips right here of Batman talking with to Alfred. I'm gonna let this go.
3 explosions in 2 weeks.
Yeah, so that's the new voice for Batman. Overall, I'm excited. It sounds good. Like I said, it sounds good. I'm really excited that this goes. And of course, we can do Bruce Lee, Alfred voice.
3 explosions in 2 weeks.
I'm late.
In Gotham is up.
Mischief afoot, sir?
Oh, love it. Like I said, the new voices here. I'm liking it. I'm liking it so much. It's so cool right here. Oh, it's so good. But aside from that, though, yeah. Like I said, let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions on the new Batman voice actor itself here, at least for any kind of animated show so far. But like I said, just in general, I'm really excited to see how this show goes. It's really, really interesting and overall really getting to me. Like, it's really catching my eye. But aside from that, like I said, plot itself seems really interesting. We don't know too much yet to kind of place anything together, so I'm kind of just going to leave some plot elements out there, like I said before. Like I said, GCPD looks to be after Batman and to be after some kind of criminal gang type activity, or maybe a mob. And of course, Batman being chased by the GCPD and of course trying to escape them. Of course, not work with them really, but also trying to catch these mob goons again. And of course, the mob goons themselves kill Batman and just kind of just turn away any GCPD officers and and general detectives that do try to get close. That seems to be kind of the layout here. So I'm really excited to this goes. And of course, you got these like sort of other characters like Two-Face, and of course sort of Harley in general. And I'm gonna go back to that scene right here. Oh, then it was like right around here.
Anymore. The Jester does.
The Jester. Okay, that's interesting. What? Oh, I don't even know who this is.
Bang.
I'm not gonna ask.
Look out! We could be looking at
An all-out gang war on the streets of Gotham.
Yep. Like I said, overall, it seems really interesting. And we also have this guy over here. I don't know who this is. Maybe, apparently his name is like Dent or something. Hold on. Yeah, Dent. Dent. It's on these little boards here. I don't know who Dent is. Strange name, by the way. But overall, I'm really interested to see how their story goes. But aside from that does kind of conclude. Well, actually, one last thing. Animation stuff here. Let's get into it. Animation stuff here looks really good. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I love the little style they got going on here. It does remind me very, very hard of like Batman the Animated Series kind of vibe, where they have and how they animate the characters themselves here. How they animate the backgrounds themselves here. It does remind me of a lot of Batman the Animated Series, and of course Batman Beyond. And of course, both of those shows were amazing, and I love them just so much. But aside from that, though, there's also just scenes from Batman as well. He looks more like his comic book counterpart. I like it, with a big, at ears, the little simplistic logo, and of course the black, the black underpants, outside. And of course, it looks hard. It looks hard. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. But overall, I'm not gonna lie, I think the original, I think the animated Batman kind of rocked it a little bit better. But aside from the like I said, animation stuff here looks amazing. Character designs, peak. Animation, just lighting itself for the activity stuff here, amazingly well done, and of course, very dark, very foreboding, as classic Gotham is. And of course, second out of the actual animation style and flow, very much mimic the actual just flow of the animated series of Batman, at least the one with Kevin, is it Kevin? I keep forgetting. I don't remember. Yes, Kevin Conroy. I keep forgetting names. I didn't remember his face. I remember his face. Like I said, I'm bad at names. Like I said, just over Kevin Conroy. Like I said, it does really remind me of the series with Kevin Conroy, and of course, just the actual style itself here. Like I said, very Batman Beyond, very Batman the animated series esque. But aside from that, though, flow itself, immaculate. Now that info that does get through all my thoughts, opinions, under surface. I'm gonna slow down. Like I said, that kind of gets through all my my thoughts and opinions on the video set. So please consider checking it out. Link down below, end card right there. I'm leaving you 2 links to get to that original video, so please go check it out. And aside from that, the end card right there for one of my videos, you'll be interested in catching that. So please consider checking that as well. And of course, like, subscribe, notification bell for next time I upload. And of course, comment down below you guys' thoughts, opinions on the video stuff here. And of course, whether I took too long of yapping and like that, I think I did. I'm not gonna lie. I made a 1 minute video, maybe almost 2 minute video into like 20 minutes. Jeez, Yeah, too much. Aside from that though, like I said, just comment down below you guys' thoughts, opinions, updates, stuff. And of course, hope you guys had a great day. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, okay? And of course, like I usually say, I forgot what I was gonna say. I got it. Yeah, please consider also hitting the share button. It helps you out a ton of the channel stuff and really does help me out a ton. So please consider doing that. And of course, like I said, take care, stay safe. I'll be seeing you boys later on. Alright, sorry for yapping for so much. And of course, just these awkward pauses. Take care, stay safe. I'll be seeing you boys later on. Bye bye.